Right, I'm back again. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Oh yeah, I think it's working. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Quintonia. Now listen, I get a lot of ideas and stuff to do on this channel. A lot of things I want to show you. Recently we've been looking at trying, a little bit of a hobby of trying. Nothing big, nothing huge, nothing massive, nothing like, just something to do in my days of being retired. Now I retired back in late October, early November. And when I say that, I think it was around about the 30th of October or something like that. And I immediately had a couple of holidays and things like that. But I also had a phone call from my doctors after I had a blood test saying that I needed to go on to statins. And they said, you need to go on statins. You could have a heart attack in 10 years' time. And I thought, that's charming. And I'm not joking. That's what they told me on the phone. So only by listening to somebody over the phone, I don't even know who it was, they just said I've got to go on these statins, and immediately picked these statins up and started taking them. And then within about 2 weeks, I started feeling pains in my calves. And then after about 3 or 4 weeks, I couldn't really walk very far. my calves went like bullets. They were really, really tight and really solid, and and it was a nightmare. And I was saying, what the hell's going on here? And it took me a little while and a visit to a physiotherapist who, after asking me a lot of questions, and then found out I was on statins, and then we worked out when I was on statins and when my pains in my muscles started, in my calves. We then came down to the conclusion. He said it's a side effect from taking the statins, and it's a common side effect. So if you take statins, you may or may not have had any side effects, but it is quite common to get side effects, and one of those side effects is muscle problems, muscle-related problems. So I see my doctor, and he's now taken me off the statins I was on, put me on some different statins, and reduced it from 20 milligrams to 10 milligrams. And my calves have actually improved over the last few weeks, but that's probably mainly because I've not been getting out, because what has happened is that I am now suffering with an Achilles tendon, in which my physiotherapist said it was due to me walking strangely when I was walking because of me painful calves. So you can't win. Right, anyway, it's a struggle to do. It's a struggle for me to do things and say things of any seriousness at times. And I say this channel was really started off many years ago as a comedy channel, and I really had I had lots and lots and lots of ideas for doing comedy back in the day. I think 2014 this channel first emerged as, and it went away, then it came back again. And I just had loads and loads of ideas for comedy. It took me a while to do some of them because I would go out and buy all the bits and pieces, all the props I needed, and all the whatever to do that sort of comedy. This is before this shed was born. This is a new shed. Then I was in another shed. I was on an 8 by 6 shed. Typical garden shed, not a custom built shed like this one has been by a fantastic guy on my Facebook friend, basically. YouTube. We used to know an old YouTuber called Smiler Tyler who built this, and he did a cracking job on it. It really is solid as a rock. But I built this. What I'm leaning on. Oh, there you are. It's about to go any time. But yeah, so it was really, really fun days doing comedy. But then I come out of comedy and do other bits and pieces. Sometimes I bring a little bit in, but I had ideas. I struggle with ideas with this channel, and the problem is that it's trying to please everyone, and I can't do it. And I don't want to stick to just doing videos on trying railways or collecting hobbies and things like that all the time, because it might change to Airfix. And when I did Airfix, I was getting loads of views. When I do some of the trying stuff, I get loads of views. Well, loads of views for me. I'm not going, I'm not saying thousands. I'm saying a couple of hundred maybe. And then against the 40 or 50 that I normally get. So it's just, you know, I'm just retired guy in a shed now, trying to do anything he can just to amuse myself. This is for me to amuse myself because I don't go to work anymore. And some people might be saying, why don't you volunteer? No, why don't you sod off? I've worked for 50 odd years. I am not doing any other work. Now, volunteering, I don't know. I can't see myself in a shop. I can't lift anything because I have back problems and all sorts of other issues as well. That, you know, would stop me from doing heavy work. And I mean, I'm an old boy now, so I can't really do that. Volunteering, I don't really want to sit in a stuffy shop of old girls going, hello, young man, how are you? See what I mean? Bit of comedy there. What a bag in a bag. Do you remember that? Back in the back? No, right, okay. Well, we won't go there. Yes, so, yeah, I just, it's just not me. I just can't see me doing, there's other jobs, I suppose, you could volunteer, but I mean, I'd say I can't do any physical work. So this is really the thing that's keeping me going was to do a bit of this, really, a bit of YouTubing and a bit of hobbying here and there. And getting out and about. And I can't get out and about in a minute because my Achilles tendon. So I'm hoping once I do get my legs sorted out, I will be doing some more out and abouts, which I have done on this channel previously. Not spectacular ones, but, you know, do some stuff. Even if it's just videoing, photography type wise and that, a bit of music and stuff like that. There's something to put up in it. But what do you do when you're retired? I say it's difficult. I mean, each individual has their own idea what they can do. Maybe you're great at carpentry and you just want to spend your life doing DIY. It's not me. I don't do DIY. That's why I had this shed built for me and I didn't build it myself. What else do people do when they're retired? I don't know. They do all sorts of things, I suppose, but you do hear about people being bored in retirement, and I haven't really got bored. I've not let myself get bored, and I'm not letting myself get bored today as I'm talking into this microphone, talking to you. This is me not trying to, but the wife's got a couple of jobs for me to do as well, so I shall make them last a day, and then that's something to do. I spend a lot of time doing the washing up in the kitchen. I don't like cooking so much, but I do the washing up a lot because it's something to do, and I think that pleases the wife. Sometimes I ask her to help me, and we have a little chat while we're doing it, but I mainly do all the washing up, and it's all hand wash. We don't have a washing machine, well, not a washing machine, what they call them, a dishwasher. We don't have one of those machines that dishwash. We used to, but we don't now. So I do it all by hand. And it's very therapeutic at times, standing there, washing all the dishes up. Anyway, look, this is madness. Yeah, I've got to sell my MG. I've been out of my MG. I might do a last video or so on the MG before it goes this year. Hopefully it will go this year. If I don't get the price that I want for it, it's not going. It's staying because there is a couple of little jobs it needs doing on it, which might affect the selling of it. It does need a new roof. Some holes have appeared. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I take it out. I don't take it out on a lot of rainy days. Hardly any time I take it out and it's raining. So I've never really needed to worry about it, you know. But it does need a new roof. But if I keep it another year, then it's probably going to need. It's going to be due for another cam belt change. Which I didn't really want to spend because that's about 350 quid plus. So you don't get your money back on cars like that, you know. I mean, it's an MG TF, by the way. It's a 2005 TF. If you haven't seen it, there is a video on it somewhere. I'll leave it as a link in the description in case you just want to have a look. But anyway, say it's just so. You tell me what you think I should be doing on this channel. Should I be sticking to one thing, or can I just do various things and get away with it? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching this. I'm going to finish off my cold cup of tea now, which you've made cold because well, no, it wasn't you, it was me. And go and have a play around with some things. in the house. Bye for now. Thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you later, maybe with an update on the Triang stuff. If you're dying for that, there is an update. There is an update on the Triang stuff, and I will do that next time, maybe. Yeah, and an idea in Airfix. Now I need to finish an Airfix. I have an idea for another Airfix project, which I might or might not do. I might need to sell a few things, buy the new Airfix, which would be quite big. It'd be about that big. And I've already persuaded the wife to let me have it in the house. But it may take a little while. This could be a couple of years away. Anyway, but it's an idea. It's an idea. Tell me what you think about that as well, if you come back on the next video. Right, bye for now. I'm going to have me tea, and I'll see you guys on another video.